What's up, family? Welcome to another Food and Finance Fridays on Laos Legacy. So, what do we have here? Today, we got some butternut squash soup. Now, this is something that I've been making for a little while, and I really like it. Did something a little different. So, um, plant-based ingredients. So we got butternut squash. Wasn't a real big one. It's a medium butternut squash. I used some Japanese purple sweet potatoes. Really good, really good. All right, so those are the only vegetables. I cut up some sweet Vidalia onions, saute them just in the water, cause like I said, before, my wife is trying to stay away from eating uh, food cooked with oil. So definitely wanted her to be able to enjoy this. So I'm like, okay, just saute it in the water. Still had that sweet aroma. Sweet aroma as I was sauteing it. Onion, and then I used some seasoning. What did I do? Okay, so I normally would put ginger in there, but I chose not to put ginger. I just put the cinnamon, nutmeg, generous portions of those. And then I also put some vanilla extract in there. And then what else did I do? Had some vegan cream cheese. So it was really good. So what I, hold on, I want to show y'all something. So as I prepare to eat it, I also put some crystals and put in some pecans in there. So it's real nice, thick, and creamy. Let's get it. Let's taste this. Mmm. 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 Oh, that's good. Pecans did something special too. Mmm. 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 That's good. Oh my goodness, that's good. So also got a salad to go with it. Um, so what are we having here? Let me check. So there's the baby leaf spinach. Got some mushrooms, broccoli, cauliflower. Look like grape tomatoes in there. Yeah, I topped it with some what's it called? Tahini. Sorry, tahini, lemon, but also drizzled some honey on there, and topped it off with walnuts. Boop. Oh yeah, carrots in there as well. Let's get in it. Oh, purple onions. Didn't know that. See those now. Black beans. I didn't fix the salad. My wife fixed that. So I'm being surprised as I'm, digging into it. It's a little bit too much on a fork. Sorry, y'all. So sorry. Hold on. Here we go. Mm-hmm. That's special. I've never put honey on a salad before, but I'm doing that again. Mm-hmm. Get some broccoli and cauliflower. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Trying to tell you. Mm-hmm. Not done. That's some avocado toast. I'm not gonna show y'all because I have prepared it and they had to run and do something. And when avocado sits, that oxygen hitting it goes from that nice pretty green to, yeah. But put the avocado on there. Well, my wife put the avocado on there, and I seasoned it with onion and herb seasoning and some smokehouse maple. See what it do. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. That's good eating right there. I'll tell you, go get just a little bit more of the soup. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, that's good. That's good. That's really good. All right, so, oh man, that's good. Last time we were together, talking about net worth. How much are you worth? Okay, that's what we trying to figure out, right? How much are you worth? Talked about what is net worth. You got your assets minus your liabilities equals net worth. So you add up everything you have a value. And so there were some things that I put down for the example, but um, there's more that you can add on to that. I mean, there's intellectual property, that you can own, and you can own gold, like jewelry and stuff that's made of gold. What all this stuff, what is it worth? Add up all of that goes into your assets, right? I mean, if you own a car outright, although most cars are depreciating assets, but then, hey, there's some people that have those classics, actually worth more today than they were, before. But there's a plethora of things that could go into that. But so you can have a positive net worth, but we also saw that you can have a negative net worth. You don't want that, but truth be told, most people, well, I won't say most people, but there's a large majority of people who have a negative net worth in America, unfortunately. Okay, so there's there's net worth, and so once you know what your net worth is, what do you do with it? If you have a negative net worth, okay, so you got to work on it to make it a positive. How do you do that? Well, you have to decrease your liabilities and increase your assets. Maybe you're not necessarily doing it at the same time all the time. There's the snowball method, you know, paying off debt. But here's one thing though. So if you work really hard to pay off debt, paying off debt is good. It's good to pay off debt, right? The Bible says, "Owe no man but to love." Okay, but if all you do is focus on paying off debt, when you pay off debt, you're at zero. Okay, you still okay. So you do want to be intentional about paying off debt, but you can also work on increasing your assets at the same time. Maybe not in large numbers, like like you can if you when you don't have debt and all that money that's going to debt you can put toward increasing your net worth and increasing your assets. But what do you do with it? So first of all, you have to see which position you're in. Okay, so let's talk about margin. What is margin? Margin is pretty much the money that you have left over after taking care of your bills and your lifestyle. All right. So there are three positions you can have. You can have a positive margin. See that plus there? Okay. You can have no margin. See that? And then you can also have a negative margin. All right. All right. So every family is in one of these positions. Either they have positive margin, no margin, which means I'm living check to check. I'm just paying off my bills, and paying my bills, and we able to live. We got food, and but there's nothing left over. And then you got those who have negative margin, putting and a lot of people in the business, but and it's not to be ashamed of it. If it's where you are, it's where you are. Putting something on the gas, putting something on the on the electric, on the bills. And so it's no shame if you're there, but you shouldn't want to stay there. Okay, so how do I change my position? No matter what position you're in, our goal is to help you to increase that, right? So if you're in negative margin, what can I do? What can I do? Well, I was working with a young lady recently where I showed her without increasing her income, how she can increase her margin. Now there are certain things that listen, you just don't need right now. If you have negative margin, listen, you need to find as much free enjoyment as you can. To be honest, she was a single mother. Okay, so do you really need to take your kids to get their hair done and to get mani pedis right now? No. If you're a negative margin, that's not stuff that we need to do. Okay, do their hair themselves. Do your own hair. If you don't know how, it's YouTube University. All right. so let's and sometimes folks know how. They just I just don't want to. If you don't really have the money to take care of business, whether you want to or not, hey, let's make something happen. Other than spend money that we don't have, right? Then there were just other things. So you can decrease some things. Not necessarily mean that you have to cut everything out that's enjoyable. All right, but maybe instead of going out to eat, every weekend or a couple times a week, let's decrease it. If you decrease it to once a week or once a month. Okay, what does your picture look like? So, there's different things that you can do to increase your margin, cut down, but then also, let's make more money. Okay, let's get creative. Let's look at what skills you have, what talents you have that you can monetize. All right, and maybe just picking up a second gig, something, a side hustle. Of course, yes, there's Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, all that ride sharing, delivery, part time job, something. Maybe you can be a virtual assistant, something like that. Just to bring in some extra cash. But one thing we know, the fastest way to grow your wealth is to build a business. Okay, that's something definitely you could look at. There's a lot of different businesses you can look into. You can also come work with me. All right, listen. The financial services industry can be a very, very lucrative. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. question a lot of people want to like to ask is, on average, what can you make? Honestly, no, I'm not looking for people who want to be average. I'm looking for people who want to be exceptional, willing to put in exceptional effort. You can start out average. Don't aspire to be average. Okay. Anyhow, that's a side note. Um, okay. All right. Once I'm increasing my margin, like, all right. So what do I do? With this extra money. Now you could just go out and spend it, which is ill advised. Spend some of it, yeah. Enjoy your life, okay. But you need to take part of that money and get it working for you. Okay, so what do I do? How do I do that? Okay, of course there's stocks, bonds, different things like that. But there's three ways to grow your money. Okay, so and I did it right. So you have you got fixed. Okay. You got variable, and you have index. All right. All right. So, okay. What does all that mean? I mean, yeah. Okay. Fixed, variable, index. Okay. So what? Well, your fixed. It's pretty much looking like that. Okay. There's a certain interest that you're going to get. It's not going to change. And yeah, it will grow, but it's pretty steady, but it's pretty low. It's not really going to get you to your goals. Now, is that better than doing nothing? Yeah, you're skippy. Darn skippy. It is better than doing nothing. But it's not the most effective. Okay, then you got variable. Okay. Kind of look like mountain peaks, right? But variable, that's all over it. It's like you're on a roller coaster ride. Ah, whoa, hey, doing all that. Yeah, roller coasters are fun, but is that what you want your money to do? Okay. And then you got indexed. All right. So look, index, is that the same? Nah, not really. Because you go up here, I'm not the best artist, but you see that? As it goes up, that right there is a lock. That's what it's doing. All right. Go make a couple more locks. All right. So, as you see here, now what are you see these locks? That's money locking in. So what are these things over here? Okay. You got your fixed account. That's like something like a CD, okay, in the bank. All right. Or a savings account. It's not really doing much, but it's better than being under your mattress, maybe. Here you got the variable. That's stocks. When you talk about bonds, that's the stock market. The stock market goes up, it goes down. It's like a roller coaster. Over here you have the index. So what's going on over here? Well, the index is mirroring the stock market, but it's not participating in the stock market. So when the stock market goes up, hey, guess what? Your account is going up. But then you see here the stock market goes down, but you got that little lock. Locks in your rate. So you're not losing money. You stepping up, baby. As the stock market climbs, your account is climbing. Goes back down, you locked in again. Once again, you're not just moving on up. Okay? Now, one of, if not the greatest investing mind in America, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett said rule number one is don't lose money. Rule number two is don't forget rule number one. Now, over here, you losing money? Over here, you might as well be losing money because it's not keeping up with inflation, so your money's losing value. Over here, yeah, you definitely gonna lose some money, okay? I mean, but hey, you know, the stock market, it recoups, it goes back up. It does, but in order to recoup the loss, just get back to zero, you have to get, if you lose 50%, you have to get 100% just to get 100% increase just to get back to zero, okay? Is that the type of game you want to play? If it is, more power to you. Over here, you're gaining, right? You have that growth potential, but you have the down market protection. All right. So what are things like that? You know, Roth IRA, cash value life insurance. Okay. Now, do I think that all your money should be in any one place? No. I definitely believe that you should have a diverse portfolio, but at the same time, you want to have your money protected. Okay. Now, so you need money protection. You need protection from the volatility of the market and everything, from losing money. But what else do you need protection from? Taxes. So that shows you how money grows, right? Let's look at how money is taxed. You got money tax now. You got money tax later. You got money tax never. Okay? So, money tax now, you know, what does that look like? Hey, you know, like all over the place. It's going to look a little crazy, but hopefully you'll get what I'm saying. You get punched all over the place. Okay, you getting taxed now, your money. So when you get paid, you're making money, you're getting taxed. When you saving your money, you're getting taxed. When your money grows, you're getting taxed. When you spend your money, you're getting taxed. Okay? You got sales tax, you got, you know, capital gains tax everywhere, you know? So you got your bank accounts over here, check your savings, your CDs, bonds, stock market is over here, crypto, all that over here. Tax. It's slashing you with taxes. Now, tax later. Okay, let's look at this. With tax later, you put in after tax dollars, okay? I mean, no, I'm sorry. Tax later, you put in pre-tax dollars. Let me correct that. You put in pre-tax dollars, and the money grows. So that's tax later. That's tax deferred. So it's not growing. It's not being taxed as it's growing. But you see this here at the end. That's where you're getting taxed. That right there. When you get ready to take the money out. Now, when you put the money in, that's your seed. Okay? When you take the money out, that's your harvest. So tax deferred it's like, okay, if you like sports, it's like, you got the coin toss, you win the coin toss, and you defer to the second half. You're going to make a decision. Of course, I'm talking football. You're going to defer to the second half to make a decision, right? It's not that you're not going to make a decision. It's just I'm making a decision later. Here. That's why I have it labeled tax later, right? Because it's not that I'm not going to pay taxes. I'm going to pay taxes here when I take the money out. So now the seed, that looks pretty small, doesn't it? Harvest is a lot bigger. So you're going to be taxed on a bigger amount. So what's stuff like that? That's stuff like your 401 Section K, 403 Section B, all that types of stuff like that. Right? They gang it in. They slap you with the taxes. What's this tax never? Okay? So in here you're putting after tax dollars in. Okay? So money has already been taxed already. Okay? But when you put it in there, we're going, hold on, let me do this. These stages. Okay. Not taxed when you put it in. Okay. It's growing tax deferred. It's not being taxed there. And then when you get ready to take it out, guess what? It is not being taxed. Isn't that beautiful? Tax never. It's growing. As it's growing, it's taxed never. Now that's dope. So, what things like that? You got your Roth IRA, cash value life insurance. Okay, so now if you want to talk about and find out more about this stuff, in the description, you're going to see my email. All right. LowsLegacy22@gmail.com. Email me your name and your number. You don't need to email me your email because I'm going to have it when you send the email. But email me your name, your number, and best time to get a hold of you. Okay, we can set up an appointment and we can talk about these things more in depth. Okay. All right. So, family, that's my time. I hope that this was informative and helpful. So, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, press that thumbs up. Like the video. Okay. Share it. Why? Because sharing is caring. It does help the channel to grow. Also, leave a comment and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I leave a new video. I post a new video. You know what it is. All right, but remember to take control of your time, your money, and your future. Family, I'm out.